Good afternoon, Gogo. Good afternoon, family. Sorry, I was just getting some things out of the way here. I'm good. I am good.
Afternoon, good, and how are you? Yes, it keeps on saying live post. Oh,
No, I'm sharing, so that's why it will say live post. I think I was sharing. Yes. Don't mind them. When now we can hear you.
okay.
Can you hear
No,
me? That is
yes,
the golden question.
I
Oh,
can.
all right.
I can hear you. We are here today. Yo, it's a year.
Ah, just 1 week. You deserved the
Yo,
break as well.
it looks like a year already. I'm missing family. I'm
Yeah.
missing. Yeah.
Oh, God. You are worse. Mm,
Anyway,
I
yo,
want
guys.
to.
We are full of joy and full of energy, full of, us. And we are so glad to be here. I'm blurry. Can you see me? This,
The most important thing, maybe the light behind you is too much. You can close the curtain, maybe, or something. I don't know. Uh, the light is a little bit, yeah, it's better. I don't know. Me, I am seeing you. So,
let me not disturb. If people can see me, it's fine.
yeah, and the most important, if we can hear you.
Yes, that's
The
the
most important part is, can we hear you?
Yes, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm. See,
yes.
we will see you when we are trekking. Yeah, somewhere.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Yes, guys. We are, hey, this topic, it's overdue. It's overdue. And I'm excited. It took a lot of prayers to come to this decision. This month is DDD month
Mm.
for it to be shared, and we learn some few things.
Mm.
Um, I'm sure we are all here attached and familiar with the issue of uh, children. It
Mm.
is befitting that we come and learn together and go back and research further for yourself. Research for yourself. Here we share awareness, some information to empower ourselves to go and dig deeper. Because I must say,
Mm.
guys, my kids are all grown ups, and grandchildren already are. It's very few that I can say they are still, but they are also at an age that by now I can say they are matured people. It is
Mm.
that reason that I was just, as I was studying this topic, researching, you know, afresh everything. I came to this point where I saw that I don't know anything about what it takes to develop a child. I don't know what it took to develop me. Generation to generation, and I realize now that no matter whether you've got how many caps you are educated and in this field, I find that I don't know anything. I delivered so many babies, but I'm telling you, it was a shock to learn that I don't know anything about the foundation, which makes me to really start a bit right there, right there.
Mm.
The, the foundation, take your house. We all are worried about this house foundation, of which I don't know why these days houses can be built in 8 days. I don't know. I haven't researched how possible is that, but most houses now they can be built in 8 days. A house, a big house, nice, roofed and finished 8 days.
Mm.
And I'm an old school person where you find a house. It's we dig first. We dig, you know, make the map. After digging, you have to put some stones And after that, it's a concrete mixed with stones to lay the foundation. And that foundation will be left for some weeks for it to harden. Then the house starts to be built. Now, as
Excuse me, Ganga. Good afternoon, Sister Rain. How are you?
good day.
Dumelang, dumelang, dumelang,
Hi,
bahlali.
sis. Like,
Ngwaneso, hello
Mhlali.
ma.
Matele coach and Gogo.
Ah,
I'm Nati.
we are staying, ma'am.
We are glad to hear your
What
voice.
was I naughty?
Your
Why
network
am
is
I being
stuck
called?
No, I was just
Habuhlungu.
after the live. Don't worry.
Good day.
Okay, Gogo, you can continue. Sister Rene's network is taking,
All
just like
right.
mine. But yeah.
Sorry, Gogo.
So the like we are
No,
always like
we like it. We like it. I was excited that we're gonna be talking together, you know. But I understand that, yeah, this is something, you know, that as I'm saying, I'm definitely feeling some thrill in my body. This has made me very much a bit nervous at the same time. But I was still describing the foundation which I wanted us to understand as I'll be talking about the foundation of each and every of us in your children. And that's where we all come from. That's how maybe this topic will help the future parents, the current and the future parents, and then the previous ones who already have adults like myself. It's a question of me going back to 1952, when I was born, start there myself to rebuild, or maybe, I don't know, to rebuild, yes, let me say to rebuild. There are some neurons maybe that could be brought together and I become a new person again. But the current and the future ones, pay attention, you know. Don't just listen, but listen attentively so that you don't do the mistakes that some of us were naive and didn't care about it. An example is that I spoke about preparation. First is the tools, the plan. You need to have the plan, the tools that you're going to use. So to build a child, first start by doing what? You plan to have a child and you prepare for that child. Oh boy, that one, I'm just laughing, you know. I'm really laughing because I don't remember the 4 kids that I have. We ever had a table across negotiations that today's cut, we're gonna make a baby, and then we have already prepared this and that. You know, I don't remember. All what I remember is that boo missed a period 1 month, observing maybe it's a mistake, 2 months, no menstruation. Something is brewing in here. The signs are already there. Boom. 3 months down the line, I go for checkup, maybe already signs are already happening. And I don't know. That's that 8 months building house, I'm sure. Because the poor little one landed, of course, safely in the uterus, because nature, it's very, very helpful. It will take its role, do its duty, and this one, he says, hey, I'm here. This one, it's my host, I'm gonna eat from her. I'm gonna just eat from her. And these are the things that I'm just making. Guys, it's not a joke, because what is happening currently, at least us, we were not having this abundance of so many things to eat and choose and whatever. It was a straightforward protein, carbohydrates, and some vitamins, which are natural, I would say, natural, because the pap that our parents used to eat was harvested from the field and grind themselves at home or at a milling company. Mine Hamurubisi, there was where they grind their own meal. So it was whole meal with fiber, with all the nutrients in there. So we didn't have a problem. Go in the yard, there's vegetables, there's everything. So we can say that time it was, like parents were eating the right, and the soil was always nutrient, which is the uterus, the blood was always nutritious. There was no problem. Okay? And now that neuroscience level where the neuron, because I was shocked that we talk about that. I don't know what can I call. Maybe Didi will help. I had a picture of a neuron. It's something like it's got fingers like this. It's got something like fingers like this. So that's where the baby starts to be built. And the process, it's like this. Those neurons have to, first of all, be able to transport and receive, the communication. So it's something that it's like there has to be that road to get into the village, there has to be first, you see, when we build houses, there has to be road water first before you can build a house. So these are like that, where there has to be first the building of how now this thing is gonna revolve and develop. Then there must be a question of transportation taking place, because there's a building that's gonna be built here, which is a baby. It's a baby.
So
So
from even before conception,
yes,
the
yes,
the preparation needs to be there.
yes. So here now I'm talking about where I made an example. I don't know who amongst us here has ever done that. Where now, Scott, we're gonna make a child. What plans do we have? There has never something like that. For me, there has never. Ke mosito o tswela pele, ngwana o sa le teng ka mpeng. And now, here I'm talking on the basis of being corrected. There are smart people who really know that now we are married and then we're going to have children, how many, and all those things. I don't want to take that light. But then a primary functional unit of the brain is the nervous system. Did you know that? It's the nervous system. There has to be communication taking place now, and very fast for that matter. So this function of the nervous system is to sending and receiving neurotransmitter chemicals that carry information between the brain and the cells. So you should understand now, there's like three things happening here. This thing has to communicate. The baby has to start to, the brain has to start to communicate with the parts of the body. And this lifeless thing, but live thing in another living organism, which is the mother, has to have also communication between themselves, because he has to be fed, he has to drink, he has to do everything that it's normally done by a normal person, the mother. The baby must do the same whilst he is still in the utero, through the communication with the I think I am explaining myself. That picture it in your mind, that this nervous system, it's in two parts. It has to be between the brain of the child whilst it's developing, and it has to be fastly developed. It has to be a communication between the baby also and the mother. So it is as simple. I don't want to, I'm not a scientist or talking science here. I want just to give you that process so that you could understand now, henceforth, that there is a very important part that we are missing. So depending on its location, a neuron can or be anti neuron. Each of these types of neurons sends and receive specific neurotransmitters. The same, the eye cannot send the same message like the ear, like your mouth, like the nose. All these things, they have neurons, but they work like independent, but they don't clash. They don't clash it to each other. They communicate to make the same pattern. Because just think of it, you look into something, send a message, and already the mouth, if it's something to eat, the saliva is pouring. So I cannot explain that type of communication, but test it with yourself, that can you catch it, that receiving and sending of messages. It happens automatically. That's what we call the neurotransmitters between different organs. And now here we are talking about what? The baby who has to have all that in place as quick as possible so that he can live. So that's why 21 days, something is already formed. Something, it is formed. So that's how quick it is after you stopped or after you conceive. Ne? So then the cells, after neurons, the cells are being formed. There has to be coordination of bodily function and movements. These things are done so quick. And without even thinking, now there's a building of eyes or whatever. By the time you go for the sauna, the baby is fully developed. Maybe there's few things that might not be visible, things like sex, what is that child, but the body parts, here are the legs, here are the feet, here's the head, it's already developed, it's already there. So that's where it is so critical that once you have then missed, I'm talking about you missed your menses. The first thing that you must think, don't even hesitate or doubt. Start to eat properly. Change your lifestyle immediately. Because now you are being made aware that you are no more alone. And now we're gonna be talking the issue of this development as how critical. And I want us even to relate to the current situation, because some of us, we get a bit worried and confused because we never had children who are so, restless. They were children. They were babies, toddlers, and then children. But these days, we personally, I can't cope with myself seeing how, small children, I'm talking about 0 to 7, how they are not manageable. And as I was studying this, I realized that there's a key component that most of us, we have totally missed, is to build a proper foundation from the scratch. We missed it, and now the bricks are cracking. You know, the cement doesn't bring these bricks together. It's not well mixed. And as a result, there's a bit of a crisis that is going on. And unfortunately, that's why I'm saying you missed only 1 month. The first thing that we need now going forward, it's a suggestion from current and their coming mothers. Run for your life. Correct the habit of your diet, please. Because you should understand what I'm saying. That's where the building block has started. The day that sperm and the egg met, the building started. The formation of a child started that very night. Because they say the trillion sperms, we only need one, healthy one. Healthy. I'm stressing the point, the healthy one. We need the healthy egg for it to form what? A child. So both of you, now here's the seed that is sickling a bit. The seed, it's not, the seed, it's not healthy. It's planted in the soil that is also not so, it doesn't have nutrients, you know, it's a GMO uterus. So there has to be someone, because the seed, after planting, its duty is to pour manure, water. Now you can imagine if it's busy pouring the GMO neutralizers, the GMO water full of chlorine and the fluoride now of late. So you can imagine what is it that is being nurtured here.
Nature, ne? Yo,
Yeah, no, this is
then we blame the kids when they are all over the place, and sometimes you don't even get to understand why they are so hyper. I call them hyper. I can't catch up with you. You are too hyper.
we
Because
use
the
those
foundation.
words, and yet I am busy fueling. I am the person busy pouring that. Now you missed that 9 months. O no itjella bo mobu wa hao, o itjella bo mazimba wa hao, o no etsa ntho o e ratang, o lakadiso whatever e o e ratang. Now you missed the step. This brain is sokotse skepsel because e tshwanetse e builde, mara jwale it doesn't have strength, it doesn't have nutrients. Ha e tswa moo, mosito o ntse o tswela pele ke di-formula, ke di-purity, ke di-eng, kore bana beso, yo ntwa e matla when it comes to child development. And unfortunately, these things, understanding people, they happen fast. I don't want to go into that deeper, but there are so many stages that takes place. They say whilst the child is for cognitive development, ne? Cognitive means the child is being, there has to be coordination of your parts. There has to be coordination, and there has to be communication, sending out, receiving. That part, it's very, very, very important. But there are about six. They say there are about seven. Ne? I have picked out from 0 to 6 years. Ne? The neuron building from 0 to 6 years. Ke tloeletse yane ya ka 9 months ya ka mpeng. It has already been done and missed. But know that development hasn't stopped. Ne? The neurological development that are essential for future growth and learning. Now, this brain has to be developed for this person is starting a new journey of life for himself, for herself. 0 to 6 years. O ntsa hola, o ithuta dintho, right? And within that very period, there's another one that we call the rapid growth. Kore e ka speed fela, e ka speed. It's a growth during early childhood, forming vital connections that influences overall development. That is why you see the children, we used to rona ne re rutwa fela ka ntho tsa bo milestone. Hore ha le kgwedi tse kana, ha hlaha, ha bone, he can't see, and then ha antsaya dibeke dikgwedi, ne rutwa up till that le kanti. There's even more that is now happening, because that is a process of growth and learning. That's when he's gonna hear your voice when you speak, and she sees you, she smiles. The learning has already started. There has to be connection in the process of that learning. And then there's a very unique path. Ne? Each child's brain develop uniquely. It's not one size fits all. Each has got its unique way of developing. And the brain, if you can listen on this talk, it touches everything to do with the brain. Because if that is not working properly, it's not well developed, the other parts really, they are done. They are really done. You can't have alive limbs with a dead brain, or the active limbs with a dead brain. I haven't seen such. Ne? So this unique brain development, it influences various factors, including experience. This child, he's experiencing already. From that age, he must experience. The nutrition comes here once it has started long time ago, and the social interaction. That is why this issue of nutrition has become part and parcel of YM in the form of the 8 pills to be so critical and important. That what is it that NEWSTART is doing to our body? From utero, which is in your in the uterus, from the seed that was planted into the uterus, the egg that formed these two formed a child. So what were you eating? How healthy both of these two things were. They come out continuation of the same. It's happening so fast. That is why most of the time of the parents, we realize very late to have instilled that this child, as he is experiencing, what is it that he is experiencing? What is it that he is eating? What is the social interaction? Mind you, the social interaction of this child, it's still the only two people that he is experiencing, or he is eating from. It's only the social aspect of this child from 0 to 6 years. It's only this nuclear, the family. And who is the first leader here? The mother. The mother. It was surprising that a lot of people don't even know that this child, once there's movement in your stomach, communication should start immediately. That's why I realized just now that, hey man, it's so nice again to research and know these things for yourself. That we used to be told, no, o ka se reye ngwana lebitso a so hlahe. Why? O tlo bua le it's moving in your stomach, because that child, Ali Camping, he hears the sounds, he eats, he drinks. Now, umubita in, he wena, harije. If you ever even say that, hey, harlogoban, umubita, hey, harlogoban. Why doesn't, if then you know that you are already pregnant and the father has planted the seed, why the child doesn't have the name? So that when you eat, you tell her, my nontembiso, we are now eating, let's eat. And the same, let's drink. I'm drinking the juice. Let's drink juice. These are the things that we instill even in utero. Now, this child, that is why is gonna be called hey wena. Hey wena. Ntwe yathina ntwe. You see, somehow YM has opened our eyes. Sorry. Words on the tongue are powerful. That is why today this topic is life and death, guys, with our children. We need to stand up and protect our children. Mothers, listen carefully. Unless you make a deliberate, conscious decision that now and now, today, not with my children, because you are not gonna be blaming anyone anymore. After hearing this, whatever maybe you have been doing to help the development of your child, the scientists are saying, those who have studied deeper than myself, you missed the 0 up till 3 years. They say you have missed. They say you have missed. And maybe people should know that, yes, I do also check the scientists. A research published in Psychological Science shows that springtime weather has significant positive impact on both mood and cognitive functioning, especially when individuals spend time outdoors. No wonder children are so talking to us. Kiafubelwa man. I'm getting litlare ke eng ka sekgowa. Ke a bipetsana. I want to go and get life outside life. So it's not me. That's a research that has been done on the 7th of April, when 2025. So why am it so spot on, even if they are not scientists, that we talk about NEWSTART for our children? Development. Listen, the experience of food, experience of talking, experience of dressing, experience of moral behavior. This child at those years is experiencing all these. Speech. He is experiencing Kimbaton. O shebile hore ho etswa eng mo lefatsheng le. What are they doing here in my father's mother house? I'm experiencing what they are doing. Who is to be blamed when the experience is put into practice? Whom are you gonna blame? The child. This has been planted at 0 to 3. At the most, by 6 years, it's a profession in the experience. It's a profession. Hey, the software has been put in plakue already. And that is why it's 7 years. What's her experience? Your training, I root way. Be it food, be it robal. Correct. Those 8 pills. Oh, show what's on as well. So I am really just saying, guys, development at early age is very crucial, very crucial, especially now. Oh, in this house, when people spend leisure time, each one has got a cell phone in his hand. He's busy. No talking, no eating together. What experience? He's experiencing. Kaloku.
Yeah.
Then by 7 years, he's now at work of life, like independent. He takes out the experience from 0 to 6. And you start to say, hey, ngwana o, ngwana o, ntwe e. Because from camping, nonso mubitsa ntwe e. So I'm not sure whether really I have explained enough the question of foundation and the foundation developmental stages of a child. I can't go deeper than me saying, guys, these stages, they matter. What we see now, as I'm assessing myself, as I'm saying, unfortunately, I cannot now retrain my children. I see to retrain and maybe correct my parents the way they have brought me at this age. But I'm happy because when you are aging, you become a child. So it's like I've gone back to be a child to restart my own. About my children, it's a damage control, which I'm glad that the little that they see experiencing at their adulthood also, they do put it in practice. They do strive to put it. The one who chooses not to, it is his or her own problem. But in the main, as adult as they are, they can say, okay, I take full responsibility. We cannot blame our parents for the wrong habits. And I don't want to speak about myself or about my family. But what I'm trying to say is, children need us. And the role now, unfortunately, that it's crucial. It's the mother's role. And I realized how much we are so stubborn to a certain extent, not to listen and do the right thing. If Yahusha at 12 was already a key scientist of Rome, and they were not even able to answer his questions, it means at 12 we also can do wonders. But what are we feeding the mind to develop for it to unleash the given gifts naturally. What are we nurturing that brain to develop properly? And as parents, we are to blame ourselves, not children. I'm hopeful that after this today, definitely we're going to change the way we blame children for what they are. We start to blame ourselves because we missed to develop the brain properly. Now they give us what we have trained them on, what they have experienced, they are giving back to us. Yes, Didi, we are forever remain pregnant. That is why if my child, there's something in my children right now, the umbilical cord is cut, but somehow there is that unseen thing again, that neurological cognitive connection that a mother and the child still has. You can feel when your child is going through issues. So that's why you never stop being pregnant, as Didi is rightfully saying. So it is in that context that I know, as I say, I speak also from experience. When I see my children eating something that I know that, there it goes, I used to respond immediately. Just now, I just have a short prayer inside me. Say, oh, Lord, help me. And I keep quiet, So, because I know.
I don't like telco-living.
Yo.
And the other things really, as in total close, I know my mother used to love white bread with her expensive meal, white bread with butter, with jam. Personally, I've tweaked a bit. I love brown bread with butter, with jam. Right?
The butter is still there. It's still right in the middle.
The bread, the butter, the jam. I'm just saying other things. People, I'm just making an example that experience, aware and unaware, happens. My children, even if we can go maybe out and there's ladies out, maybe just over a cup of tea and coffee, they would always say, another one that I don't want to call with the name, will ask the waiter, do you have white bread and jam and butter? So it's in the gene. It's there. So who do I blame except myself? I saw it from my mother. It was nice. At least I graduated from my grandmother. My grandmother used to like white bread and sparletta. There was a sparletta, the proper sparletta. So month end when he got a pay, and I'm the clever nyana one who used to go with her to get his pension after 3 months. We sit there, there's chips, there's white bread, there's sparletta. So that was a treat. Now, I'm just saying, guys, don't think that these things we talk because we are angels. All what we are just saying, and the responsibility is mine now. I can't hold on that. No. We ate everything, but the only thing that my mother didn't have and buy, it was pork. Pork yona, I sali in my house, ili no. It like ka bana, hona jwale, ki bona ba introducing bona ka bo bona. But what I'm saying, each and every person take responsibility for being an experience to his or her children, and with understanding that you are lucky to give your children a junk food at that age that I have mentioned, 0 to 6 years, and think that they are gonna be continuing to be what they are intended to be. I totally agree, because in my own children, I see a lot of similarities of what I'm talking about. The brain gets damaged, guys. Along the process, that brain gets damaged if we don't nurture it correctly. And there is a way that it can be corrected. Humble ourselves and correct the lifestyle. With what? With NEWSTART. And I'm sure it is doable. It's doable. It's all in our head. The brain is the organ of your personality, character, intelligence, and is heavily involved in making you who you are. My brain has made me who I am, the way I have been developing it. Yes, my parents, but from 55, I realized some other things and say, take full responsibility. I can't blame anyone anymore. No one. Now, your children, which are my grandchildren, guys, things are not okay. Are not okay with the children because of what we feed them. And this fast life also has derailed everything out. As it is, I'm so hopeful that this live today, because that's the foundation of what we're going to be talking about going forward, claiming our children back. and claiming our responsibility back. We cannot keep on blaming other people whilst we have the power of doing each and everything to make right. We will see how much most of our children are missing the New Start. And unless that is corrected, guys, delinquency and this lifestyle that we see with children, it's not gonna go away. Instead, it's being fueled and getting worse and worse and worse. So for me, if it's possible, honestly, it will be this today. It should be a starting point of each one of us to say, let's take back our responsibility. Let's take back our children back to us, to teach them, to show them. And when I'm saying, because waitsutu high limits iyakobeha, but once ilitata iyarobeha, we need also to ask Yahweh to give us the Ruach, the Holy Spirit that would humble us and have a way of how best we can change even the tastes. Because just now, the tongue of many of us and our children, it's 80%. The tongue underneath has got two tastes, has got three tastes: taste of salty things, taste of sugary things, taste of sour things. But let me tell you, those things have to have a balance. But now, 80% of the dominating taste in our mouth is sugar. It's sugar. Are we going to balance things by that? Because right now, things that are going to make us healthy, they are not nice. They are not. That's why there's a say that says, healthy things, they are somehow tasteless. Which I put it like that, but the food I eat, they are very tasteful. They are very tasteful. So,
Like you are saying, Gogonem,
yes,
everything starts here. It's the question of the mind, getting your mind right to say, I am willing to make the changes, no matter how bittersweet, however it is. It is not it is not nice. It might taste bad, but it's good for the cells, like it is saying. Everything starts with the mind. It starts with the decision of saying, okay, I am now taking charge to fix whatever. You can only try to fix. Some things we will not be able to do, but you can only have the willing heart, the willingness to learn, the willingness to correct, and the willingness to do the work, because it is work. At the end of the day, it is work, that an effort that you have to put in to show that you want to do this. So because I'm liking the series as we are starting a new series about early childhood development and all that. You have laid a beautiful foundation as to everything actually starts with the planning when we are planning to have a child. These days, it's not like in my days and your days, and back then, where uh, not all kids were planned, they just happened.
Yeah.
Now we have a choice of, we are more enlightened. We know that before we have children, we have to plan for them, you have to make preparation. Now, while you are planning, on the one side, you are also having to include in the planning, how am I going to get this right, even with my diet, with how I do things? What changes am I willing to make to have a healthy, well-rounded baby? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm grateful for the lessons, and for some of us now, the only thing is to pay forward, teach the ones that are coming behind us how what is the right thing to do, and decide for them to decide what they are gonna do with the information. Ours is to give them the information, to guide them, to give them all the tools that they need. But at the end of the day, it becomes an individual decision to say, I can't do this. I'm that one who still do things the way they please. But yeah, I remember I was talking to you on Saturday or on Friday, and I was telling you, oh, it's yesterday. I was telling you that all the things that you have been um uh, uh, that you have been saying 10 years, what, somewhat 15 years ago, when you turned 55, and you were taking a deliberate decision to change your life and take better care of your health. um we heard you. You spoke once, you did the work on yourself, and we are only now coming, calling behind you and seeing, oh, okay, what you were saying, it's good. So it is important. Mojadi na tswile ho lo jala, peo ye nngwe, it will fall on the rocks. The other one will fall on the prepared ground. So yours is to plant the seed. What I do with the information is up to me. And I know you cringed this morning when I ate my biscuits and tea and I didn't want food. It's okay. I'm a child, and I'm sick, so I can misbehave. So, but we thank you so much, Gogo. You are a nice child, because you are going back to your early childhood development, and you are now giving us a the tools and teaching us and empowering us. Even the ones that are coming behind, they will get these lessons, and they are fortunate that they have people that are willing to hold their hands and walk the journey with them. So we are grateful, and we are looking forward to the series. I am definitely looking forward to it.
Yes, yes. Well, we need to also to be, balanced, guys, as we are regenerating, rejuvenating the brain. I said now, my role, YM role, by end of this series, the plan should be of changing what we have been doing. If not enforcement, you have researched for yourself what we have shared today, and come to a conclusion that you believe the information, or you want to do something about it. In the meantime, let's do this, guys. Detoxification feeding that brain whilst you are doing your spade work. There's immediate things that we can do right now. It is in that context where I'm just saying, for your detoxification, cleaning of your body, giving yourself an oomph, let's start to take our teas. Let's start to take our supplements. And today I'm excited for those little ones of mine. As a grandmother, I'm always wanting to grow with my grandchildren. And I'm sure you yourselves also, you already have grandchildren. And it is in that context that please check YM website and start tonight. You can inbox them. They will supply you with an herb that is called catnip. Catnip in it, right, has got so many benefits, and it's got nutrients, it's got vitamins, it's got, melatonin. It's enhanced. People don't sleep. And when you take this, and the kids themselves, because of the experience which they see from their parents of not sleeping, they say this is the experience. In this house, we sleep at 12. So you can't go and force them to sleep early. So first you change your lifestyle. Then together you enjoy a cup of catnip together. It doesn't have a harm. You strive to buy, because of budgets, organic. I don't talk about Fong Kong honey. And we don't need a lot. You can also spend a little money for you and buy xylitol. It is expensive, but just a pinch in your cup of tea is gonna be a nice together house tea. And all of you fall in that packet or in the capsules, depending how do you want it. Then the second one, the cancer bush. Hey, now it has done so many things for me, I must say. It has done wonders. You remember the series we come from? Worms. The kids are also full of worms, parasites. They are zombies inside us. So start now, because we want to do right. So you take that. Don't worry about the bitterness, as we used to drink it for everything. It falls in the camp of the wormwood group, cancer bush. So you're gonna be cleaning those worms out. You're gonna be having a protection for your immune system, boosting it, and treating whatever inflammation that is there. So guys, there is something that we can do whilst we are in this series. Start to take your boosters, your supplement, and share with others. Your gut is gonna be happy with all this. Your sleeping habits, your immune system is gonna be, the mahonatoshe, which is the cancer bush. It's got an anti viral, it's got anti-stress. You know that people cry always. So it's gonna help you with that stress of what do I do now when I have messed up like this my children's life. Take cancer bush to calm you down, anti-stress, anti-diabetic. This one is a lifestyle that is killing us most of the time. Anti-inflammatory, inflammation, it's becoming an issue, you know. It's also an anti-mutagenic. Cancer is something that people are scaring, and yet we can deal with it with a simple remedy like cancer bush. Alleviate. I don't say it's gonna cure. Please, guys, don't misquote me. I'm saying we are enhancing our immune system. Antibacterial is an antioxidant. Instead of us relying on these antibiotic, here is a natural antibiotic. You can take this, it's gonna do the same. It's gonna also antithrombotic properties are there. People have got thrombosis and clots that are floating around. So you take this cancer bush, mahona tsohle. Please share, like, and give this information. It's free. We have given it free. Give it free also. Don't stay with it. Older people love this so much. It gives them energy. The mawele, arthritis, it's actually something that they don't talk about anymore who are taking this. So be sure to buy those two this week. Start now. Less than how much? 60 rand. You get the two products. Share, like. We love you. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm done and out of this.
Thank you so much, Gogo. No, the cancer bush and catnip capsules are 42 rand, and the tea it's 37 rand. So that does not include your courier fees and stuff. So yeah. So if you have 100 rand, you have both and your courier sometimes, or you can club together, guys. Club together. We always have clubs for other things and do things together, so we can club together and get the supplements together as well. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Gogo. Always yeah,
And
very
maybe sorry, ma'am.
empowering.
I can chuck in there molasses for morning breakfast of children. Those soft porridge molasses is there also for your sweetener. And it's got minerals, vitamins. So I am putting in also for sweeteners that people are struggling about. It tastes good even in those teas, but you can try it as it is in your soft porridge. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Molasses.
It's there. We also have it. We have molasses, guys, as well. It's also 37 rand. So yeah, thank you very much. Stop pouring sugar into kids' breakfast cereals. They already have sugar. Okay?
Yes,
Mm.
thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you very much for joining us. We love you as usual. We are looking forward in this month. Next week, Monday, it's a public holiday. It's okay. We will be having our live. a public holiday or not, we are continuing. So next week, because if I can say to Gogo, she mustn't have a live next week. She's gonna skin me alive, guys. So we are having a live on Monday at 12. And we'll see you there. Thank you so much, guys. Love you, love you. Take care. Thank you, Gogo. Bye.
You. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Bye.